Trying this again. Technology. Welcome to another video, everybody. I am Sean Duregger. Today I'm gonna be working on some pickups. So I figured I would kind of show my process. I kind of messed around with my video stuff, and so I should be able to show everything that I'm doing now with this new setup. Hopefully it works. Last time I did this, I realized it wasn't recording sound. So fantastic. All right, well, the project that I'm working on is Anna Mossakat's Behind Blue Eyes. It's a really cool cyberpunk book. Having a lot of fun recording it. So I'm trying to think like what I explained in this lost video that didn't record. So what my work process for royalty share books is different from than if I do something for like a publisher, a major publisher. Royalty share is you want to get it done as quickly and efficiently as possible because you're not making any money up on the front end. You're going to make money in royalties if the book sells. If the book doesn't sell, you put in a lot of hours, a lot of work for free. Or you lose money if you'd paid someone to proof it or even edit it. I've done that before because I thought that it would help me. I'm figuring this all out as I go here. But anyway, so right now, currently, for royalty share, I'm doing it all. I do the editing, the mastering, everything. I kind of edit and try to somewhat master a little bit as I go. And then I was hiring a proofer, then COVID hit, and my bank account, for the audiobooks was going down because there's a lot of issues with Audible, ACX. So I had to make this all I'm doing this all myself. So I found there's a program called Positron that I do use to find my misreads. And for royalty share, I always ask if the author could be the proofer, basically. If they could listen through, it helps if they're reading along, and find any mispronunciations, things like that. So Anna's been great. I have been kind of sending her the chapters as I go, and that when you talk to an audiobook narration coach, they say, don't do that. But Anna is awesome. She's been very collaborative. She's free to let me work, do my thing. When she has a few notes, she'll give them to me. Nothing crazy. She's not basically taking over the project and kind of making this take longer than it should. She's been really very collaborative. Can I talk? Very collaborative, very awesome to work with. Just fantastic person all around. So anyway, I'll do a chapter. I'll run it through Positron and find my misreads. And let me see if I can bring up Positron here. So here's Positron. I wonder if I can kind of make this fit better. Okay. So this is where I throw the MP3s into here. They're not mastered or anything. And it says 103 annotations. It returns a lot of false positives. So I'm not sure if you're going to be able to hear the audio from here. No, I don't think it'll capture the audio. Let me see if I can add that. Let's do audio output capture. Let's see here if it will. Is that it? Let's try that. Let's see if this works. You're shitting me, right? Yeah. All right. So I'll go through. It'll say, "Oh, pause detected." Yes, there's a pause detected. Of course there's a pause detected. I did that on purpose. So I'm gonna click OK. So I just have to go through this and You're shitting me, right? Adriel laughed out loud. So, okay. So, Nephilim described yesterday's encounter to her partner. I said to her partner, it's fine, conversational, minor error. Angels were usually dispatched throughout the city, throughout action any time in ways beyond what was possible for. It'll catch things if I am don't over enunciate, but you don't want to over enunciate in narration, especially. It was the cheapest and most effective way to. See, I fucked up. See, I said effective instead of efficient. So I'm going to mark this as a pickup. I'm not going to go through this all 100 of these, but you kind of get the idea. And I'll show you, I'll do a couple more, and then I'll kind of show you how to do the pickups. Let's see what happened here. So the word inserted. Maybe I said a word. The reasons why the crime rates were so low. Why'd I say so low? I don't know. And then I missed why the crime rates were so low for a metropolis of the size. No, I didn't. I said it very slow. That's fine. It's conversational. I'll do okay. Here. They were too busy with. I forgot way. Pickup. All right. I got a few pickups to work with here. So now, now I'll go into Reaper, which is my DAW of choice. Digital audio workstation, for those of you who don't know. And let's see if this works here. Oh, spectral view. I need to make sure I'll talk about spectral view in a second, but I need to add the audio output. Yeah. Add source. Let's check this. What is this? It's not coming through. Why? Remove. Windows capture, audio input capture. How does it? Why is that not working? Audio output. Add source. Let's try a new one. Not that. You think it'd be coming through the speakers, right? Well, it's a bummer. Let's go through these here. That's not it. This. Well, it's a bummer. Let's do default. Damn. Alright, well, I can't get the audio to work. The spectral, let me see here. Oh, everything's always just so different, isn't it? Audio, driver, display keyboard mic, plugins. Device, audio, USB, yeah. That's what I'm doing. Preferred layout, channel routing, no. Okay. Well, I can't figure it out. This video app that I'm using has kind of been a bit of a pain in the ass too. Because technically this audio output should work. Totally should. I wonder if it's because I have this open. No. Oh well. Alright, well, we'll delete that. Remove. Okay. Let's bring back this. And positron's not there anymore. Come on, man. This app, man. Okay. Well, all right. So let's do some pickups. Might have to redo that. Why would it? Why would it not? Remove. There. Window capture. Add source. New source. Jesus. Chrome. K. Why do I gotta do this every single time? Oh well. Alright, whatever. Okay, so go to Positron, open my proofing, find where my pickups are. And I gotta move this over here. Alright, so now I will go to this screen and you can see me working. Here we go. Okay, so I have Positron open on another window here. So, I fucked up at 4 minutes in. 90% of the security and police work was done by AI police. It was the cheapest and most effective way to provide. What did I say? It was the the break there. Rubber baby buggy bumpers. Percent of the security and police work was done by AI police. It was the cheapest and most efficient way to provide safety and security for Olympias and its citizens. The AI police. It was the cheapest and most efficient way. Okay, I'll do it one more time. Percent of the security and police work was done by AI police. It was the cheapest and most efficient way to provide safety and security for Olympias and its citizens. The AI police. It was the cheapest and was done by AI police. It was the cheapest and most efficient way to provide safety and security for Olympias and its citizens. The AI police managed almost everything from. I'll tighten it up. And its citizens. The AI. Now, I wanted to show you the spectral view, and I can't get the stupid audio to work through there, and I'll workshop it. I'll figure it out. But I'm going to bring up spectral view so you can kind of see this. And let's see if this works here. So, this is the spectral view. Like I said, I can't, for some reason, get the audio to come through. But this is what it looks like whenever I say, oh, I'm going to go to spectral view to get rid of a squeak. Here's the visual representation of the squeaks. Now, you can't hear it. You just hear me clicking. But it's like a little. So what I do is I find the squeak, and I'm using Isotope RX7, and I can just kind of delete it. It's pretty cool that we can do this. And so this way I get rid of the squeak. Now, if I wanted to, I can kind of take some of this, fill it in. See? I can kind of get the room noise and kind of fill it in if I want. And there's no squeak anymore. You get to kind of see like something like this. Like that's a click. If I wanted to, I can just delete it. I can take the room noise and just kind of cover it up. These will get taken out. These little ones will get taken out by the software that I run it through. So, little things you start realizing, like this is all supposed to be room noise, but if there's clicks. Now, my software, most of the time, my mastering software will get rid of all of these. All this noise. And this is all me just shuffling around. So you kind of start seeing noises visually, and it's really, really cool when you're mastering your audio to kind of get rid of little things. Now, some things you can't. You have to fix with a pickup. But a lot of times, like squeaks, what they call nose farts, things like that, like, it's very, very cool, and I'm glad I can finally show you guys whenever I mention. I'll figure out how to get the audio to kind of come through. I'll have to look into it, but I want to get these pickups done. I'm wasting too much time with this video. But that's the special view. It's really, really cool and a really solid feature. So anyway, let me do a couple more pickups and I'll end this video. But just kind of showing you guys the process of what it takes to do this, because you're never going to read anything perfectly. You're always going to have some sort of mess up. Now, 101 chapter, I don't know. I doubt the data. I doubt that data. I'll probably, once I get through all of those, probably have about maybe the average is about 15, and it's all little things like I forget one word. I say a different word instead. It's bizarre. All right, let's find another one to fix. So that one's done. Oh, let me show you the positron screen. So we fixed that. So I checked that's been fixed. Moving to my next one. The reasons why the crime rates were so low for a metropolis of the... I said so low. Pfft, come on. So that is at 416. So I plug in that time code. Okay, so the time code's over here. So one of the reasons why the crime rates were so low for a metropolis of the crime rates were so low the crime rates were so low. Now sometimes I can actually just take out a word. Sometimes, not all the time. But in this case, it's too much, so I can't. So it was one of the reasons. I'm gonna join this together. That way, when I fix it, it'll take it all from here automatically, and I can punch in. Using the punch in feature, you don't see that, but there's a punch in feature that I'm using. You change the record button to punch in, and it's huge. It's awesome. Okay. Excuse me. Of Olympias. To give the people a sense of security. It was one of the reasons why the crime rates. Oh God, here we go. Olympias. To give the people a sense of security. It was one of the reasons why the crime rates were so. I want to say so Olympias. Low. To give the people a sense of security. It was one of the reasons why the crime rates. Holy shit. Olympias. To give the people a sense of security. It was one of the reasons why the crime rates were low for a metropolis of the size. Besides the art of... It was one of the reasons why the crime rates were low for a metropolis of the size. Man, I keep wanting to say so low. Security. It was one of the reasons... Sense of security. Put the mastering stack on. You can hear the audio change. To give the people a sense of security. It was one of the reasons why the crime rates were... Security. It was one of the reasons why the crime rates were low for a metropolis of the size. For a metropolis of the size. For a metropolis of this size. Of Olympias. To give the people a sense of security. It was one of the reasons why the crime rates were low for a metropolis of this size. It was one of the reasons why the crime rates were low for a metropolis of Olympias. To give the people a sense of security. It was one of the reasons of Olympias. To give the people a sense of security. It was one of the reasons why the crime rates were low for a metropolis of fuckity fuck. Of Olympias. To give the people a sense of security. It was one of the reasons why the crime rates were low for a metropolis of the size. Of Olympias. To give the people a sense of security. It was one of the reasons why the crime rates were low for a metropolis of the size. It was one of the reasons why the crime rates were low for a metropolis of the size. Besides the artificial officers. Security. It was one of the reasons why the crime rates were... Security. It was one of the reasons why the crime rates were low for a metropolis of the size. Besides the people a sense of security. It was one of the reasons why the crime rates were low for a metropolis of the size. crime rates were low for a metropolis of the size. Okay. It was one of the reasons why the crime rates were low for a metropolis of the size. I gotta slow down a little bit. Of Olympias, to give the people a sense of security. It was one of the reasons why the crime rates were low for a metropolis of the size. It was one of the reasons why the crime rates were low for a metropolis of the size. Besides the artificial officers, security. It was one of the reasons why the crime rates were low for a metropolis of the size of security. It was one of the reasons why the crime rates were low for a metropolis of the size. Besides the artificial of the size. Now I heard a little noise, so I'm going to go to my spectral view. You're not gonna hear the audio. I wish you could. I wish I could figure that out. I'm hearing a little whum, whum. It's right there. Right here. So let's see if this works. I think I took it out. That took it out. So now I save it. Close it. And we are back. Low for a metropolis of the size. Besides the artificial officer. Size. Besides the artificial officer. Size. Besides the eyes. Besides. Pacing's good. Now I gotta add some. I'm gonna open this up again. There we go. And now I need to basically add some room noise and extend this out because I needed to extend out the dead air for pacing. That's something I'm always aware of is I try to be aware of the pacing as I'm recording. The size. Now, if it's a full-on studio or a major publisher, I'm just gonna give them my punch and roll, and the editor will worry about all that. Of the size. Besides the artificial office. But since I am basically doing it all, I need to make sure it's kind of coming through clear. So it's one of those things I'm always kind of tweaking and always kind of working with my process. It was one of the reasons why the size. Besides the artificial. Okay, so that pickup's done. And I kind of go through these, and now we'll go and mark this as done. And what was the other one? I'll do one more, and I'll end this one. And I'll actually get to work and knock these out. But I think these videos are fun to show the process of what I do, I think. Here. They were too busy with themselves. They were way too busy with themselves. Alright, so that is at 5 minutes and 16 seconds. You can tell I'm finally getting out of the COVID cloud because I'm actually wanting to do more of these videos. It's weird. 2020 was such a weird year. I'm finally kind of coming out of that. It was just 2020 was just try to get the work done. Always being it was it was awful. It would take me like forever to just get one chapter done. It's absolutely brutal. My mouth wouldn't work. Always being watched, and many didn't care. They were way too busy with themselves. When Nephilim and was that too always being watched, and many didn't care. They were way too busy with themselves. When Nephilim, they were way too busy with themselves. Didn't care. They were way too busy with themselves. When Nephilim and themselves. When Nephilim. There's a weird breath there, so I'm going to mess with that breath. I'll show you in the spectral view. It's like look at it. Look at that. So take some room noise here and just a little Okay, and now we gotta mess with this. Didn't care. They were way too busy with themselves. When Nephilim, and we just kind of scoochy in. When Nephilim and Adriel walked through the air, they were way too busy with themselves. When Nephilim and Adriel walked through the park, hardly any were always. Yeah. Mm-hmm. I can dig it. So we mark that sucker. And all right, I gotta go through all these other ones. Get rid of all the false positives. You've watched me do this. Good Lord. You've watched me do this for 26 minutes and 26 seconds. We're done. I think we'll be done. So thanks for watching. I'll try to do more of these as I think about it. I mean, they're fun to do, and it's good to kind of get things like this put up on my YouTube channel. It does waste time, and I gotta rock this thing out. So, because Anna wants to listen to this chapter, she's chomping at the bit to listen to this chapter, and it's a long one, 45 friggin' minutes. The next one I gotta record today, even longer. Like, is it gonna be like an hour-long chapter? Holy moly! But I'll be hitting the halfway mark, and then hopefully this week. Tomorrow, Sunday, I'll rock a lot out. Monday, I should rock a lot out with this. And in between all that, I am doing a little romance novel, or like, I don't know what they are. It's not a romance novel. For my pseudonym, we'll be doing that. I got to rock that out sometime the next few days too. So that's due on Tuesday. So keep busy in between everything. Thanks for watching. Just, I don't know, when you kind of realize that some people give a shit, it's fun. It keeps you going with the stuff. So thanks for watching. Hope this was informative on the process of pickups. And, I'll talk to all of you guys next time. Thanks for watching.